Test, 1, 2, 3. Test, 1, 2, 3. Sibilance, and all that. I have no idea what I'm doing. Something is screwed up. Oh no, I have to open Mix client temporarily. Hi, hello, greetings, Plong. Oh, you didn't get to hear the Plong. Don't know why, I tend to have a habit of that when I'm starting a stream, where I kind of speaking softly and maybe have a bit of the cadence of Big Clive. I don't know why I do that at the beginning of streams, but that seems to be a pattern. That's the word I was looking for. I have not yet plugged in my MIDI device. I was hunting for a big USB-B cable, which I don't have many of those. So I could use my real MIDI keyboard. Well, I have another MIDI keyboard, but it's freaking massive. Like, it's a Yamaha PSRE 323, and it is huge. It is ginormous. It is like, how many octaves? It's got like 5, 6 octaves on the damn thing. And its MIDI out is broken as well. But I have like an Alesis MIDI keyboard. I have a MIDI Alesis keyboard, and I wanted to try to use that instead of the RockBand keyboard, see if that would fix the issues I was having with the... What? with the keys getting stuck. That's what I was... Alright, where is... let's enable desktop audio while we're here, and let's, I'm plugged in. Fortnite is launching. That's good. CPU is not very happy with me, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. I didn't crash last stream. I don't intend on it this stream. It's amazing how easy any cheat. Even when Fortnite launches Battle Royale, it's the same thing, where it'll just sit there, like, waiting for the game. For, like, ever. Why? Why does that happen? Like, either Fortnite is too heavy, that it takes that long to load, literally, after the anti-cheat. Or... just something's done. I mean, I guess either way, both cases are something is poor, something is not good, something is bad, something is designed not well. Oh wow, we're already connecting to the Fortnite. Well, I currently have a... I dropped 1 trillion Hi! Hello! I dropped 1 trillion frames! Oh no. Driver timeout, and I'm frozen. Wonderful. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm not quite sure what to do about this. I can't seem to, like, crash myself. I'm frozen, and I'm stuck. And all I can do is, all I can do is unplug myself from cyberspace. And I can't Oh, okay. Okay. What did I just say about crashing? I mean, I guess we didn't really crash, but I crashed. Not comfortable crashing, you know. It's very weird not having a body. Don't suggest that. Hi? Hello? Greetings? Aha! Hi. I exist. Well, that was a very stressful start to this stream. Oh, I should enable talkback. I don't think I can hear myself. Now I should be able to hear myself. Oh, new jam tracks, right, because a new week. Let's look at these weekly quests, because I haven't... 4 hours! Ooh. Stars and Battle Stage. Newer featured songs. Okay. Alright. And I have... Yeah, if I complete all... Well, I only have 2, though. That's fine, whatever. Let's, yeah, let us battle stage! I actually have now a Riffmaster, but it's a PlayStation Riffmaster, because I play RockBand 4 on PlayStation. But we have a Riffmaster now. But I can't, unfortunately, the PlayStation Riffmaster isn't recognized by Fortnite, so I'd have to, like, use one of those converter thingy. I don't want to mess with that in order to use a pro instrument, so I'm just gonna stick with my, my trusty RockBand 3 keyboard control scheme, which I'm sure also makes people angry. Oh, I need to, I have neglected to make the post that I am in fact live on, with... Wow. Spent a minute so far matchmaking. Locked in a game we can never win. I haven't warmed up yet today. Oh, someone must pass before the end. You'll never win. Oh, we are going on that. Okay, I wasn't confident on what chorus we were on. Oh, this is before the solo. Yeah. Wonderful. Definitely not pro. Waiting for the song to load. Oh, no. Let's... Give me Somp on bass. What do you mean, no? That's working quite well. I mean, Somp has a very basic kind of bass line. Alright. Let's pick an instrument. Vocals or drums is probably the way to go. I'm more comfortable on the drum instrument. Oh no, something broke. There we are. Wonderful. Yeah, expert. I like that you can... Now something's weird. Something has changed with the instrument selection, but I don't know what it is that has changed. Everyone seems to be on vocals. I seem to be the only drummer. Hopefully there's enough. Oh, I see a few people on drums. Okay, there's 2 other people on drums at least on that side of the stage. I don't necessarily know what these songs are. I don't like a lot of these songs are songs that either I don't know the title and therefore I might recognize the song, or I just don't know the song at all. Will we ever start? I do recognize this song. There I am again making a mistake because of having to deploy overdrive. I make more mistakes deploying than I do out of being overdrived at. This is a lot easier than the 4 bars or whatever they claimed it was, in my opinion. There's gotta be a harder part later. I think I want to move my control over a little bit. Now that my left side feels off. I don't have any energy to retaliate with. Oh, heck. That there was a mechanical failure of my left ring finger. Weird not playing that pedal hat. Get attacked back. Nerd. Is this festival just like really quiet? I swear I have to keep cranking my volume whenever I'm playing festival. Is Fortnite just in general quiet? Is that the deal? Oh, there's... That justifies the 4 bars. That one fill totally justifies that 4 bars. Well, as long as I qualify. I mean, clearly I suck. At least, well, I mean, I haven't warmed up yet, right? There's only more around. Oh yeah, right. You were supposed to remind me. Last week I said remind me to play some main stage before I go to battle stage in order to warm up. That's fine. Well, it looks like vocals is the way to go on that one. You know, I'm not quite convinced by YouTube that my stream is going. I know it should be. I have no reason to doubt them. Well, they've been dishonest in the past. Oh no. There's gonna be two of me now. There we are. Yeah, alright, it is working. Fine. Oh, I suck. That is definitely not how I, Well, to be fair, I do like the very hardcore punk thing of wrapping the microphone cable around my arm a million times. That's how I use a microphone. If I'm using a stand, I kind of do the... If I absolutely must use a stand, I kind of do the Aussie thing of just kind of awkwardly holding the microphone in the stand. I definitely could not see myself dancing like that in front of a microphone stand. Although also I could not see myself singing something like this song. Oh, screw you! You're literally 20,000 points beneath me. There's no way you're climbing up. This chorus is not good enough to justify it repeating that many times. Whoever performs the song, remind me to watch out for them showing up in Festival in the future, because I'm not about to go on my way to listen to them. I want to see if the rest of the music sucks this much, or if this is just a one-off. Like, it's one of those songs like, Slumber Party by whoever. I don't remember her name now. But it's one of the songs like Slumber Party that's, like, obnoxious, intentionally obnoxious to get stuck in your head. But it's a bad song. I mean, Slumber Party is a little bit... it's not great, but I think it's a little bit more self-aware. I mean, maybe this song isn't that type of song. That's, like, maybe that was not the intention. But that's definitely, it's the purpose it's serving. And the purpose of a machine is the function it provides. So... yeah. That's how I feel about it. It's the type of song that has an annoying and an obnoxious... We'll go with drums, just to be different. Has an obnoxious chorus, and it's repeated to get stuck in your head, and it's not a good song in general. The lyrics are weird. You know, the last time I heard the song, it was an AFI cover. That's it, that's the entire statement. I mean, I know I'm a punk, and therefore, I have to sort of... care about, the Ramones, right? But... I'd rather listen to probably any other Ramones song. And the song is made so much better by just not being the Ramones, just by not being this recording of the song. Alright, I'll keep that in mind, that drums is definitely the meta for this, song. I thought we were cutting off at 4 last one. I thought this was the last round. What happened here? Let's creep up. Oh, no, it wasn't an AFI cover. It was, forgot the names. The Rest of No Doubt with Davey singing. That's effectively the same thing, honestly. When it comes to covering someone else's song, vocalist really defines the cover. A lot of the time, at least if you're mostly staying in the same genre. This explains why I was, if I'm using the Riffmaster, if I'm doing pro guitar, totally drums is the way to go. Definitely not Riffmaster. No, I like how they call them pro instruments, because they would just be, you know, instruments on Rock Band. Pro instruments have a trillion buttons in Rock Band. But you know. That's my retribution for twice in a row coming in last on pro guitar. Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha ha! That's in pro guitar! Which also is saying that there's no one who has a pro guitar as a Riffmaster. You know what? Drums could be a way to go. Maybe I should stick to drums. I don't... Being rap, it could either be very drum heavy or very non-drum heavy. I say rap like that, like that's a... Being Kendrick Lamar. Whereas, instead, being on vocals, probably... everyone else is gonna be on vocals as well. And there does seem to be drums right off the bat. So drums is probably the way to go if everyone else is also on vocals. Because they're not drumming. Let's say they're not... Yeah. Oh, heck, my key got stuck. Remind me at the end of this round, I found that there is indeed a setting to do the pro colors when you're off, when you're in regular instruments, so I don't have so I have less misreads. Remind me to enable that. I'm surprised I didn't get any misreads in that. Oh, heck. I don't really intend to attack you, I really just need the overdrive. Because I made a mistake and I need to bring my multiplier back up. Oh! What happened there? Wow. This is really tight. It would have been less tight if I was on drums, just to break up the... It's just like I'm not doing the same thing as everyone else. I mean, surviving to the last round at all is, I mean, still better than 75% of people, right? On average. Chords on vocals will never not feel weird to me. I mean, I understand, but it's still kind of silly to me. Also, when they're like handing between multiple vocalists, and where they decide to do chords to have two vocals at the same time versus just kind of transferring back and forth. What happened there? Was I really that late to that note? I'm sure I was. Like, I don't wanna... What happened there? See, that's the drop. They were in first. Drop all the way to 4th and 0. They must have been cheating and been caught by anti-cheat, I guess. I don't know. Disconnected right at the end? Find that difficult to believe. They must have been where they would have won. I think they must have been cheating. It got anti-cheated. Being that they didn't just show as disconnected at the end. They didn't just drop off the thing. The leaderboard. Well, we're on our loading connecting screen, which isn't playing anything, which is kind of weird. Time to boost that I am live with Festival Battle Stage. Oh. We want your feedback. Which of the features do you like in Festival Battle Stage? That's interesting. Okay. Menu navigation sucks. Choosing songs in private matches, yeah. Instrument controller support, sure. Yeah. Sure. It's a kind of a difficult question. They really... There's a lot more nuance to the question they're asking with the option... in the context, with respect to the option provided. Nightmares and... Use Pro Colors for all parts. There. And now I will have less misreads. Locked in a game we can never win. Oh, someone must pass before the end. You'll never win. I can sing song forever. But eventually I'm gonna get tired and it will no longer... Who is the mastermind? What happened to... It rose up right as I was about to... Right as the verse started. But anyway. Ruby Soho. I'm gonna go with bass. Just to be... No, thank you. Bass, I said. Just to be... Oh, it is different on bass. I'm gonna go with vocals then, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, and I'll sing along. In Meat Space. Best I can. I'm not sure if I know all the lyrics perfectly by heart, but we'll see. I sing it enough on Rock Band, you know. And hopefully I should have less misreads now with, differently colored notes. Maybe drums is the way to go. There's enough people on, well... Echoes of reggae coming through my bedroom wall. There's a party up next door, but I'm sitting here all alone. Two lovers and they did fuck, and the others start to shout. That is a blank stare. And I don't care, no cloud at all. Go! Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. He's singing, and she's there to lend a hand. He's seen his name on the marquee, but she will never understand. Once again he's leaving, and she's with a tear in her eye. Fuck. See? I do sort of know, but I'm struggling with these verses a little bit. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. I don't have any energy. I would. Well, sure, yeah, attack me while I'm not doing anything. Ruby's heart ain't beating, cause she knows the feeling is gone. She's not the only one who knew that there's something wrong. As she wipes a tear from her eye, Ruby's fading out, she disappears, it's time. Time to say goodbye. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. 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 Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. They must be doing something like the Rock Band Blitz conversion for the vocal tracks from the Rock Band solo vocal tracks for some of these, because there's, under normal circumstances, the way I find festivals charting the new songs, it should have kept me on Ruby, 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 Soho, instead of going in back to Destination Unknown. Tupac, woo. Yeah, I guess I'll stay on vocals. But of course the Rock Band chart does do that. So that must be what's going on, is doing one of those Rock Band Blitz sort of conversions. Or maybe they're just looking at the old charts for the...
Come on. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about her. Pull a trigger, killing. He's a hero. Get it to the kids who the hell cares. One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them, don't let them deal a brother. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back.
The amount of censorship, I mean, this is the type of song that you can't really censor the song. I understand why, but it's definitely bothering me because of both the way the word is used and how often it is used. It kind of bothers me that it's censored. I mean, I've been equally bothered, but by other songs that are definitely much less meaningfully important, lyrically speaking.
Changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes this place the racist. We under. I wonder what it takes to make this one better place. Let's erase the wasted. Take the evil out the people, they'll be acting right. Cause both black and white and smoke tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other. It takes skill to be real time to heal each other.
Did they? I'm sorry, I don't know 100% what the I don't know the song. I don't really listen to Tupac. But I think the word there was pot. just based on context and what was clicked out of the first syllable there. Which is really weird. In fact, I almost want to, if that was exactly the word used, I want to, in fact, call racism because there's the line in What I Got by Sublime. I don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. They don't censor pot there. Which I complained about before, because that would be inconsistent with some of their other rulings. But yeah, that's, if that is exactly the lyric I think it is, what I claimed. I mean, I think under any circumstance it is still one of those synonyms, right? And... Phew. Yeah, if it is, I mean, any of those synonyms, if they're not going to censor when my mom smokes pot in What I Got by Sublime, then they shouldn't be censoring any reference to weed in this song. Ooh, I just barely caught that stuck one in time. The when they're active is a little bit clearer in this mode, in the pro colors on non-pro instruments mode. So I'm gonna catch those stuck things a lot quicker and therefore could partially solve the stuck keys issue that way, I guess. Ugh! I got so overwhelmed with having to unstuck that red that I missed the green. Oh, frick. Alright, well that went well. That went better than I expected it to. Just considering that I spent quite a bit of time agonizing over their censorship of... Oh yeah, I'm gonna... Drums actually is probably the way to go on this. I've played it, usually I find, I've only played it not on battle stage, but, let's, oh heck. I need to be prepared. I forgot that this is one of those songs that I have to play comfortably. I have to tap the releases. Quite frankly, this song also kind of sucks. There's I have a little bit of nostalgia, I guess, to this song. Not great. I mean, it's good, it's a fine message. And even musically, it's okay. I think a little bit feels stock. I think even it felt stock at the time. I don't think that's a claim I'm making because it's, you know, from the 2010s. But like the songwriting itself is just if this is written by that songwriting team that has written basically every hit of the past 20 years, yeah, I'd be disappointed in them and everybody in the 2010s. If this was written by someone else, literally anyone else, I'll give them a little bit of a pass. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I don't know that information. This is not my area of, my area of musical factoid expertise. I have to tap the, yellow really quickly so I don't end up double tapping. I'll end up releasing and then tapping the lifts, the pull-offs, whatever they are, whatever you want to call them. I think we had a discussion about this last week, that, they can't be pull-offs because you're not hammering on or yanking off of a string. So therefore it must be... Oh! Interesting. It actually is roughly, accurate to RockBand... like, RockBand drum charting, weirdly. But anyway. I'm not gonna make it. Maybe I shouldn't have went with drums. Maybe the goal was, or the option was, vocals, because I mean, look, I'm at the bottom of the... I'm not gonna make it. Yeah. Alright. Let's, I have the lyrics up for that Tupac song. The line is crack. Fine, the line is crack. I will take back everything I said. If the line is crack, I can see why they would need to censor that. I am sorry for being an idiot who doesn't know the lyrics to a Tupac song. I mean, as you can see, I'm not the type of person to know the lyrics of a Tupac song. I know I enjoy, like, I have heard Tupac, and I know I like the way he raps. I like his flow. I like the way he well, I guess partially his producer, really. His producers. I like the way they instrumentalize and orchestrate. And I like Tupac, like, as a dude, as a person. As, I mean, a lot of it comes through in his lyrics and his songs. But it's not like I listen to... I don't go out of my way to listen to Tupac, and it's not like you're gonna hear Tupac on the radio or anything nowadays either. So, you know, I have no... Because of all of that, there's no way I'm gonna end up knowing any Tupac song, any lyrics from any Tupac songs. But, you know, like, in general, rap, as it were, hip-hop. I mean, modern rap, which I struggle to call hip-hop, it's something different than hip-hop. I don't know what it is, but it's something different than like, traditional hip-hop, where that came from. I mean, there might be someone who might be able to historically do the same thing that I do with, like, well, emo is melodic punk. It comes from the same region, they call themselves melodic punk, emo is some fear-mongering term, and all that, right? Like, there might be somebody who will be able to say the same thing to whatever modern rap is. Still, yes, it's still hip-hop. And if so, I'm sorry. Because, I mean, that would be... Okay, drums it is, I guess. That would be reasonable. But... How was I... I was saying something entire. Oh yeah, right. But you know, like hip hop and I mean particularly modern, whatever the modern rap-based genre is, definitely not my thing. Older hip hop is cool. I like a lot of older hip hop, like 80s, 90s, hip hop is fine. Most of it, reasonable amount of it, at least what was mainstream, I guess, kind of hip hop. That's how I feel about hip hop. But I'm not like gonna go out of my way to listen to hip hop either, right? Like if I'm gonna listen to music, I'm gonna sit down and listen to music. If I want to listen to music, it's gonna be emo and punk and metal. Mostly emo and punk nowadays. Not a lot. Wow, fuck me. Don't really listen to a lot of metal, other than Avenged Sevenfold's "Life Is But a Dream" is probably like one of my favorite albums of all time. But I mean, also Avenged Sevenfold as dudes, as people, are kind of, I don't like them. I mean, they used to fly the Confederate flag. There's like, listening to Avenged Sevenfold, literally, if you watch enough Avenged Sevenfold, open a new YouTube account right now, watch enough Avenged Sevenfold YouTube videos, and you will be thrown into Flat Earth and then ultimately the alt-right, rightoid, like, MAGA sort of pipeline. It's there, it exists. That's what YouTube will start recommending to you if you start watching Avenged Sevenfold music videos. Which is even a problem for me, being, you know, me, being as progressive and queer as I am. Ooh, that's a fun pattern. And, I mean, consuming also equally progressive and queer content. Go and watch 2 or 3 Avenged Sevenfold music videos, and suddenly they're serving, like, Ben Shapiro at me. So, like, it can't just be... I mean, a little bit, it's gotta be that the Sevenfold fans are that kind of people. Part of it, right, algorithmically speaking. But I'm willing to bet that there's more to that than just, like, people who are already alt-right MAGA assholes. Then going to see Avenged Sevenfold and that being, like, it must be more complex than that. And between them flying the Confederate flag a million years ago, I mean, they don't do it anymore, but I think that's just to save face, to be quite frank with you. Considering that whole YouTube algorithmic pipeline. Drums is probably the way to go on this song, but I'm too busy rambling to really do an amazing job at it to make a case for it. I mean, I quite enjoy this weird pattern here. It's some weird, it's almost sort of polyrhythm-y, but I don't think it is a real polyrhythm. So yeah, like, even as much as, you know, Life Is But a Dream is probably one of my favorite albums of all time, in general, like, I've been kind of ignoring Avenged Sevenfold. Because as people, they're, at least, right? They're somewhere between and ugh. And in general, it's kind of, I've drifted away from metal, right? I've drifted more towards emo and which are the same thing, right? As I just kind of went, a few minutes ago, I went through the whole the fast version of the spiel, right? That what we are calling emo was a term made up by media, as it were, by major labels or by the news. But they call themselves melodic punk. And this is, you know, you'll hear Gerard Way be like, well, back in the day it used to bother me, be like, we're not emo, we're melodic punk. and now he's like, well, it doesn't bother me because you'd be wrong. You can call us whatever you want. You can call us pop, you'd be wrong, right? Like, anyway, right? So, like, punk is really my grouping, nowadays. Bells, well, I gotta play on bass. As I sit here in a Metallica shirt. I mean, partially, there's the whole Fortnite Festival Metallica thing. But also, like, I need my shirts to match in meat space and in cyberspace. So I'm limited in my shirt selection, and I have a single star shirt. I have the nothing shirt with the runes on it. It says nothing in runes, and I have this shirt, which is a torn up. It's the glow in the dark Ride the Lightning shirt, but it's all torn up. There are holes in the sleeves, so I converted it to sleeveless. And also it's had, like, it got eaten by a washing machine at some point, so it had holes on the bottom as well. It somehow didn't tear any further than that. Wow, how did 2 get stuck? What was I saying? Alright, and it had holes on the bottom, and so I just tore it above those holes as well and converted it into a crop top. So it's a torn up, glow in the dark Ride the Lightning shirt with the pattern on the back as well that also glows in the dark. But like, it's only like that because it's a shirt I've had for a million years. I've literally had it like a decade, which is horrifying to think about. I have other Metallica shirts that I've had for less time that have fallen apart before this one. I mean, the only issue was the sleeves and that it got eaten. If it hadn't have gotten eaten by... Like, it could still just be a normal sleeveless shirt if it didn't get eaten by a washing machine, like, a year after I got it. But yeah, I've had it for like a decade, and it's lasting. But, you know, I don't have that many shirts in my life, quite frankly. And... based on what can be easily converted into cyberspace, my options are, yeah, I have those are my 3 options, basically. And I didn't want to wear the Sing Star, I just didn't want to wear, it's like warm today. I'm running 2 ACs. And I am... Yeah, and so I didn't want to wear a full shirt, just to, you know... I mean, I guess I could have just gone shirtless, but I worry a little bit about leaning forward like this, and then having boobs on cam, and then YouTube will have complaints about me having boobs on cam. I don't mind, you can look at my boobs all you want, but YouTube does care, and so, unfortunately, I have to wear a shirt. I'm not gonna make it through this round. Take a look to the sky just before you die. It's the last time you will. Black and raw, massive roar fills the crumbling sky. Shattered gold fills the soul with a ruthless cry. Stranger now are his eyes to this mystery. Here's a silence so loud. Crack of dawn, all is gone except the will to be. Now let's see what'll be. Blinded eyes to see. I think I was saying something. I think I went on like 2 or 3 tangents and totally lost what I was saying first. If you were invested in that conversation, please feel free to remind me what I was saying. If I can keep getting perfects on this outro... Oh! There goes my chances with the stuck blue. If I can keep getting perfects, I was gonna say, just as long as I maintain perfects, I would at least make it above that, keep it above that. Fuck you! Above that threshold. But here I am losing my chance. Oh, that's the end of the song, and I'm still. What, Morningstar, you could have taken over. You suck. You totally could have won me over on that. Weirdly, as I was... Oh, there we are. I have to lean forward quite a bit before my boobs make it out onto the... But I still don't want to worry about, you know, the moment nipples are visible, YouTube will be very angry at me. I mean, I'm sure using the word boobs 100 times has already made YouTube quite angry at me. I'm sure talking about Trump and alt-right and Ben Shapiro, like... No matter what I do, probably YouTube's angry at me, algorithmically speaking. Which is why I have a hard time believing that, like... Fuck you, long player named 12, we've seen you before! What was I saying? Yeah, I find it hard to believe that, like, a lot of people make claims about YouTube's algorithm that, like, they just don't make sense in terms of, like, well, Ben Shapiro can go be an asshole, but I can't use the same words in a different order. I don't know, people, like, make weird claims about what is and isn't algorithmically allowed on YouTube. That just doesn't... It seems hypocritical to YouTube in a way that doesn't... It can't make sense. So, a lot of people, like, you know, I kind of think in terms of what people claim about the algorithm. But equally, I don't give a fuck. Because I am a very loudly queer punk, and you're gonna hear about it. And there's nothing you can do about it, kinda, right? Like, I want to curate those type of people. These patterns are, stressing me out a little bit. They're hurting my brain a little. That's nice. I like songs that make me kind of pause everything so I can focus just on it, so I can play it. Especially when they come in bursts. I love bursts of difficulty between, you know, kind of comfortable coasting. I know I was saying something about, yeah, I'm very loudly queer punk. And you know, I'm not about to, like... My existence, theoretically, based on what people have said about, you know, YouTube's algorithm, like, my existence just as a trans girl, plus dressing like this, plus being an anarchist, like, YouTube, I'm already at a disadvantage. Doing other stuff that might also make the algorithm unhappy, also is an algorithmic, like, it doesn't matter how, I'm already at negative 100, I can't go any lower, kinda. I mean, I probably can, I imagine probably the algorithm has room to put me into negative infinity, right? But at the end of the day, there's no point in trying to please an algorithm that's angry with my existence, right? So I might as well just be me, and, you know, do my best with discovery, I guess, outside of YouTube as a platform. But, like, this is part of this, is doing Fortnite Festival battle stage is part of that kind of discovery thing. Because, like, Fortnite is just a great keyword. Apparently battle stage is also a good keyword, right? Festival battle stage. Which I didn't expect, because, like, nobody was watching Festival on Twitch. I think I played on drums before, and that was not the good call. I'm gonna go with vocals. I forgot what I was saying. It's fine. How can there be someone in 5th, long player named 12? Too many repeats on my left middle finger is gonna screw me over. Alright, wonderful. I've basically got it locked in. Ah, fuck! Now I don't. And... Alright, fine. There's not enough to really justify attacking someone here. But... Oh, okay, they're on drums. I get it. I get it. It's the drummer. Luckily, I know they're on a difficult pattern right now, so... Drummer knows what they're doing. In terms of, timing, then. Against someone on vocals. They totally know what they're doing, like, in terms of being... breaking the monotony. They really thought that through. But luckily, I think I still have a... chance. Currently I have more notes than they do. And right now I'm less worried about attacking them than I am about fuck? Than I am about... upping my multiplier. But now, all the effort that I just put in that, was not worth it. I just lost everything I climbed up. Ah! I didn't recognize the stuck key in time. Wow. Wow, I've really dropped. I fell off. That, chord seems to consistently fuck me over. Wow, third. Not even second, third. Interesting. Noted. Huh. A little bit of hand here. And space down here in the... weird. Anyway. Final round. Yes, return to lobby. Wow, it's already been an hour. Didn't feel like it. I'll be back and I'm gonna take a short rest. I just need to go and cool off a little bit, because I have my door kind of like half closed so that the aircon isn't... Whoa. Yeah, claim. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, check, check, sibilance! Haha! Hi. I'm back. Oh, song's starting again. Well, you know what? I might as well sing. Look out! I mean, there's like... This is a song starting. I mean, I didn't see such small hands earlier, so... I see your hand in mine. I've realized that time is now. I didn't have, you're a madman's maze with no escape. I didn't have desktop audio. I know, I'm a horrible person. Eyes of rage, the lab rat's cage. When will these nightmares end? Aim for fun, what's done is done. Now we're pawns in his game. Oh, locked in a game we can never win. Oh, someone must pass before the end. You'll never win. Oh, does it really go up on the first verse? Why is that a surprise? Whatever, it's fine. Who is the mastermind? And who is the prey? We're trapped inside an arcade of dreams on our last play. No escape. He spreads his cape and laughs maniacally. The price of a coin, this hell do we join? This time it's to the death. Oh, locked in a game we can never win. Oh, someone must pass before the end. You'll never win. See, I can hold it quite long, but not long enough, because of course it's it's tape looped. Let's get the game up here. Yeah. We'll cue while the song goes on. Or maybe we'll just make it to it before the last chorus. It's fine. It's only another chorus. You'll hear me sing the chorus 17 more times before the stream is over. Locked in a game we can never win. Oh, someone must pass before the end. Oh, locked in a game we can never win. Oh, someone must pass before the end. You'll never win. There we go, that's the one. But I can put a little bit of Hetfield on. I find it enjoying when I get a chance to, when it's metal, when it is metal, because otherwise you're kind of doing like I mean it's poser metal, right? Like it's designed to be poser metal, but I'd rather not. I mean, to be fair, Metallica are the ultimate posers nowadays, posing as themselves, but you know, putting a little bit of kind of, I guess it's kind of thrash metal technique into some poser metal. I find that's fun. I find it entertaining. I find it funny. I should be out of the audible range. There. Weird. I guess entering and exiting the being in the audible range and exiting it is different than encroaching on the audible range, which is a statement. I'm still waiting for players. If only I could look for the song before, you know, I could decide on a song before all the players arrive. What? What? Luxaturna. Guitar's gotta be... Oh, right. I usually do this on bass, don't I? Yeah, it's a little bit more comfortable on bass, and it's roughly the same amount of points, so that makes sense. Oh, I pressed a button just before I pressed one of these. I hope it didn't screw me over in a way. I hope I'm playing on, you know, expert, as I should be, and, well, at least I am on bass. Unless, of course, that weird glitch we had, I guess it was last week or the week before. Oh, I'm on easy! What? This is actually really difficult to parse, missing that last note, because now I want that to be the... Not doing easy. Not doing it. Ain't doing it. It ain't happening. Is that we have to go through that entire loop all over again. Wunderbar. We can listen to Somp again. I see your hand in mine. The time is now. Fuck. I can't even get the lyrics right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's change. I don't want to listen to Somp again. Let's go back to the OG. Oh, never mind. Let's not go back to the OG music. Locked in a game we can never win. Oh, hey, look, it's Luxaturna. I hope I didn't like, kick around because of dropping out right at the beginning. Oh, heck yeah, bell ringer? Can I join in bell ringer? You can't join, you can't emote together bell ringer. That's interesting. Good to know. Well, at least, no harm, no foul, as it were. There's no... nothing has changed other than that I'm on the correct difficulty now, at least as far as I'm concerned. From my perspective, my outlook on life. Your clothes are weird, lady. That's not a negative statement. I'm just stating my surprise at this fact that your clothes are weird. We kind of cycles is weird. Will we ever start? Can't even emote on the screen. The only way I think to emote when you're on the stage is to already be emoting when you're, when you go through the rift, as it were. There we are. Ooh, woo. It's so much easier to read with the differently colored things. I'm so glad that this option was added. I don't know if it was added after I complained about it or if it was already there. I would like to think I'm responsible for it, but I have no way of knowing, unfortunately. Oh, heck. I'm already kind of tired of Lux Eterna. I mean, a little bit. I mean, it's a little bit more original than a lot of Hardwired. But it still feels a little bit like recycled Metallica, which, I mean, seems to be kind of the trend. You Must Burn, I think, is one of the most, and whatever the last one is, which I think has a Latin name, also a Latin name, the last track on the album on 72 Seasons, I think, are the two most unique songs. Although You Must Burn is also kind of, Black Album-y, but Lux Eterna in particular is, I mean, I guess it's because it's the song that they've been using to market its their first single or whatever for this album. And I'm already tired of it. In the same way that I'm kind of tired of Master of Puppets and Enter Sandman and you know, anything else that's gonna be like mainstream Metallica singles. I mean, I think in general I'm that kind of person. I think I've talked about this before, where I tend to prefer the less popular stuff, and not as like genuinely enjoy the less popular stuff more. Like Affliction is my favorite song on December Underground, which, as far as I'm aware, has never been performed live, which I think is two parts that it's just ruthless to sing. Even, like, if I warm up and then I just sing it, I'm out for the rest of the day. I cannot sing December Underground front to back if I'm gonna sing Affliction. It is totally ruthless. And I think, and one part that is just not that popular of a song. Oh, maybe it could be more popular of a song if they performed it live one day, you know. Well, I'll throw this out into the world. Hey, Davey! if you want to do Affliction live, I can sing it front to back, only one song. Oh, if I'm doing just Affliction. And so maybe we can work together on that. I don't think there's any universe where that's happening, but I've thrown it out there. And having it out there is the first step to anything happening. The first step is expressing it. For anything. First step of doing anything is expressing it, is putting that out into the world in some way. That could present as literally just getting up and doing the fucking thing. But also sometimes that presents as, I'm going to do this thing, or I want to do this thing, or, you know. Oh, heck. Misread. And that was just not enough force on the tap. Wonderful. I suck. Is everyone on drums? Basically. Functionally speaking, everyone's on drums. Okay, there's one or two people on vocals. Doing what everyone else is doing is always bad. It's always better to be the different one. Hey, I saw this pattern earlier today on a different song, didn't I? Gah! Yeah, I knew that happened. I knew I had a timing issue there. This is like, drumming suddenly. Very similar type of vibes about kind of keeping one hand steady and then doing some weird triplet-y sort of thing, even though it's not really a triplet on the left hand. Just as long as I qualify this round, which there's a chance if I don't keep making stupid mistakes like that. That's all that matters. All that matters is that I qualify. As screened by Zach De La Rocha. That wasn't good. That wasn't funny. Don't laugh at that. I am really struggling with this because it would not be a good idea to tap down on those lifts. But having to tap down on one hand while I am lifting on the other hand is also uncomfortable. And difficult to coordinate. It's a very rub your belly, pat your head sort of thing. And I don't know why I'm talking through this about it instead of just fucking doing it. Because I'm definitely gonna struggle more the more I talk about it. Or maybe talking about it is good, because that way I'm not overthinking it, and therefore less likely to make a mistake. Oh, kill me. Other people seem to be making more mistakes than me. Because I'm, Oof. Yeah, I can only keep that up for so long, but it seemed like people, just for how quickly I climbed, doing not a whole lot there. That's what happened, is that people were really overwhelmed by that pattern. I mean, I am too. But I made it. I qualified 4th. Ow, I just hurt my teeth doing that. Don't suggest doing that. Do. Oh, it's a Tupac song again. Alright. Let's do this! Let's blow this popsicle stand, as it were. Didn't I previously say that drums might have been the way to go? Yeah. No, we're good on vocals. We're more than fine on vocals. Getting attacked twice in a row is just horrible. Because you can't attack twice in a row, right? So you can't retaliate to both of them. And that really sucks. There needs to be something done about that. Oh, fuck! I was overthinking deployment. And now, look at me, 29,000 points. Losing. I'm gonna save my energy unless someone attacks me for the verses, which are, of course, much more difficult. Wow, somehow I'm like the only person who isn't, being attacked. I'd have rather have saved that energy, but, you know. Someone's gonna attack me, I gotta retaliate, if only to bring my multiplier back up. Oh, fuck. That was just a mispress because of being all disoriented from the, from deployment. Deployment. Oh, fuck! Stuck note. I was holding it so I wouldn't have seen that, you know. I have a chance. But it's not looking great. And now that I've been attacked, I no longer have a chance. There's no way. Unless... Wow, okay. Oh! Another stuck one that I didn't notice! Yeah, no, not oh. Can't believe I recovered from that one. What the hell just happened there? Wow. I thought I might have perhaps had a chance right at the end there, but right at the beginning of that last verse, but now there's no way I'm getting back up there. No matter how many perfects I get, And I don't think I have any more energy. I don't think there will be any more energy phrases, that is to say. Yeah. Fuck me. That's fine. Fine, though. I'm allowed to... You know. My hands are a little bit tired. I'm warm. We've already been going for an hour and a half. I basically didn't sleep last night. Etc. It might have definitely... based on there being only one drummer and one guitarista. Yeah. Going drums would have been probably the better play. But of course they don't really tell you that before the, you know, before you start. How? I might have to call it early today, which I don't want to do, because suddenly I'm, like, hit with that big burst of, no, really, you're tired, you should go sleep. While we're here... Oh, wait, I leveled up. I'm level 50 now. Let's, let's go and change this to the... No, I don't want to hear that. Fuck. Yeah, back to the Yoshi music. Let's look at what loading screen images do I have. Let's maybe we should grab a different one, just to be different, just so that I'm looking at someone else. Yeah, we'll go with the fried one. Just, you know. I've done all the weekly quests now. So... survive rounds and battle stages and stage in terms of... well, yeah, okay. Probably make it through the next round. I'll probably I'll probably achieve stage 15. Well, the next time I play, we have all these daily quests that just kind of go on forever, right? Yeah. I've gotten all the wristbands. I unlocked the... When? What? But I unlocked it. I got the... As you can see... I got all the... What? Well... Fuck me, I guess. Let's go through and, you know, do the battle pass as well. At least anything I want out of the... Yeah, give me the Pip-Boy thing. See that? See the way that's just kinda... Oh. That's weird. Zoom is like, it's just FOV. Or not FOV, focal length. Well, anyway, you see that? Why is the Pip-Boy pen? There's level 54 in order to get, like, the back bling, the Pip-Boy Pip-Boy back bling, Pip-Boy back bling, Pip-Boy blah, Pip-Boy back bling, Pip-Boy 62 in order to get more V-Bucks. Alright, there's another... a different colored Pip-Boy. As well, but I need... well, it's fine. 100 V-Bucks, though, if I somehow manage to get to level 62 before the end of this season. That can be a vibe. Oh, hey. If only... I could totally play as her if not for that, you know, I didn't get the battle pass. Alright, well, anyway, I wish I had the what, who was that? You're pretty. I want to play as you. Can I play as you? How would I unlock you? I imagine the Fortnite crew is also a paid thing. Not that they really explain it, do they? Ah. Yeah, see? $16 a month. That's how you get... That's how you get her, is by being part of the crew. Alright, well, I'm not paying I don't have $16. Unless you want to, you know, go ahead, give me $16, but, like... Yeah, I don't have the money to justify spending on Fork Knife. Anyway, let's play. Let's play. Do I have? I really only have, yeah, Jackie. No backbling, because I don't like any of this, really. I like this sword as my pickup. I like that sword. Pickaxe. I also like the glider. But also I have this one, which is also really nice. I'll switch to that one for now. Just to say I do. I like this one, the Heartfall. I also have the Aura. I think I ended up accidentally changing it from Dark Fury Fog, right, to Dark Flame. I prefer the Fury Fog. I prefer the purple. Just the purple. I mean, this is kind of bisexual colored, I guess, but... Just purple is more to my type of vibes. How long will we matchmake? That's the question. So much screech. Ha ha. And I hurt myself doing that. Ha ha. You can sort of see that I've been getting these text messages from someone who, it was like, hi, long time no see, how you been doing? And I'm like, I don't know your number. And they, well, I didn't say anything, but, you know, that's, and then after that, they're like, well, you know, hi, Linda, please respond. I'm like, my name is, I'm not, you must have, oh, that's what I said. I'm like, you must have the wrong number. And they're like, what, you're not Linda? What's your name? And I'm like, well, I had a few different options that I was thinking of. And they're like, you know, do you want to be friends? And I'm like, well, no. My name is not Linda. Please don't contact me again. And I received a message today at noon saying, are you sure you want to be friends? So I sent back, like, no, if you contact me again, I'm calling this criminal harassment. I already told you once not to contact this number again, so, like, that would be legally defended as criminal harassment. So they haven't responded yet, and I hope they continue to not respond. If they do respond again, I will punch them in the nose. With criminal harassment I don't want to have to talk to cops, probably, so that's probably not actually going to happen, but, you know. I'm glad that there's this other person just with me, just going back and forth. Oh hey, there we are. Blitzkrieg Pop again. Did I go with drones before? I don't remember. I've entirely forgotten everything I felt about that. Ha ha. Alright. I think we're gonna call this the last round. I think that's the plan. This will be the last round, and I'm gonna take a nap. Just, yeah, I'm being suddenly hit very hard by the, you haven't slept last night. Alright, I also have to, Rivals. Remember, Rivals started 45 minutes ago. No, it starts in 15 minutes. Sorry. I suck. It starts in 15 minutes. I'm sorry. But remember, in 15 minutes, Rivals. And also, I guess I too will be doing that on time. Because... No, wait, no, it was 1500. It was 45 minutes ago. Why do I suck? Yeah, Rivals was 45 minutes ago, and I'll have to go do that when I'm done as well. And then I'll take a nap. I love the like horn in the background. How did I end up on easy again? Why? What do I keep doing wrong such that I end up on easy? What do I keep pressing? It puts me on easy. Now I'm just demotivated. Now I just don't want to play the next round. And you know what? If I'm not in the mood to... If I'm not, like, it's very visible when I'm not in the mood. Now that I've also expressed that I'm not, like... Might as well just end it here. I want to keep going for the... At least the next, you know, the next 15, the next round. I'm in the mood to buy early today. In terms of... Like, in terms of ending the stream, rather than late, because I'm exhausted and I was hit, you know, an hour ago with... that sudden, you know, oh, I'm exhausted. But I'm doing whatever I did accidentally to end up on easy has totally demotivated me, on top of being exhausted, on top of being warm, etc. So that's where that's going. I want to see. Let's see if I can... I'm just curious about... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright. So let's, Let's go back over here to game capture. Or the game. I'm just gonna copy... We're gonna paste there. We are beautiful. Transform... No. I think that's as big as it's really gonna get, isn't it? Maybe that's just not worth it. Yeah, well, I was gonna, like, go through the... But, like, because of this brightness of the screen and so forth, well, attempt was made. He's gonna go through the actual conversation that I just previously mentioned, from what's gotta be a social engineering attack. Well, that ends that. I wish I was a little bit less exhausted and it was a little bit less warm today. But have a good rest of your day, and hopefully it's less warm where you are, or at least hopefully you have better air conditioning than I do. Perhaps, maybe, I hope that you do not, have a large PC that's constantly streaming and burning the hell out of it's it's warm. You know, that's not dumping a bunch of heat into your working space, into where you're currently, I mean, I'm sure when I stop streaming, it'll stop dumping so much heat into the, like... Have a good day.